welcome to another video, or if this is your first video of mine, hey, how you doing? Today, as you can tell from the title of this video, I'm giving you a bit of a TBR. A bit. It's just a bit. I'm not taking this too seriously, but this is going to be my sort of Owlcrate-a-thon TBR, but I'm not taking it too seriously. Okay, so Owlcrate. Everyone's familiar with Owlcrate, right? The subscription box that sends you a book every month. I've got a few unboxings on my channel somewhere. Everyone knows what Owlcrate is. Owlcrate are hosting the Owlcrate-a-thon from the 10th to the 23rd of February. Forgive me for reading off my phone. I asked on Instagram for read-a-thons and a few people told me this was happening because I genuinely didn't know about it, so now I know about it, and it starts at the time I'm filming this, tomorrow. It's the 9th today, so we'll try and edit and upload this, like, ASAP. But anyway, from the 10th to the 23rd of February. Essentially, the Owlcrate-a-thon is just a read-a-thon for the books that you've received in Owlcrate to plough through them and get some of them off your TBR. Which sounds like a really good idea to me, because quite often with these things I get these books and then they sit on my shelf and I don't read them. So yeah, their Instagram post explains it all. They're basically saying, we created this read-a-thon as a way for subscribers to read more of their Owlcrate books. There's a few easy challenges. Read the Owlcrate book you've owned for the longest, and read at least 2 different genres, and read 2 books within the 2 weeks. So they're the 3 challenges. The one you've owned for the longest, 2 different genres, 2 different books. So essentially for this whole read-a-thon, in order to complete it, you only need to read 2 books, which seems really doable to me. So I'm gonna try and give it a crack, and I'm gonna just show you all of the Owlcrate books on my TBR, which actually is only 4. So I only really need to read 2 of these to complete this challenge, but I'll just show you the 4 that I've got anyway and see. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna get over ambitious. As I say, I'm not taking this too seriously. But we can just talk about the Owlcrate books that I haven't read. Honestly, I don't know which one of these I have owned for the longest. I know it'd be between these 2 though. Okay, so the first Owlcrate book that I have, and the one that I think I've owned for the longest, is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. This cover is gonna mess with my white balance completely. But Heartless by Marissa Meyer. This is the Queen of Hearts retelling thing that she did that came out ages ago, and I still haven't read it because I am a fool. Honestly, I'm not that intrigued by this. I don't feel that I care for it that much. Like, it's been on my shelf for ages. I've never had the urge to read it, and I still don't. But maybe for this read-a-thon, I will just take the plunge and read it, because I probably should, because I own it. This is that really pretty cover where it's got the, like, card print underneath it. I really like it. And obviously this cover is the Owlcrate exclusive cover. Everyone knows what this is about, so I won't explain it too much, but I think this is the one that I've owned for the longest. Correct me if I'm wrong when you see the others, though, because the next one could be one I've owned for the longest, but I think it's this one. I don't know. The next book that I have on this list could well be the one that I've owned for the longest. I don't know, but that is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Again, this is one that came out ages ago. There was a massive hype around it. I've had it on my shelf since Owlcrate sent it, and I still haven't read it. Again, this is a really pretty cover. It's got that little thing underneath it. Look at this. Look at how terrible I am. I still have the letter and the little card thing. I did actually stick the book plate in there though, but I've still got them things just shoved in there. I'm terrible. I know a lot of people loved this. I also know a lot of people were really disappointed by this, and I think that's why I haven't picked it up. It's just not calling to me. I think I've heard so many mixed things, and I know I should make opinions of my own, but I just have so many other books on my shelf that I would rather read than this one that I've heard so many mixed things about. Again, I think everyone knows what this one is about. Like, it's only a game, sisters, one of them gets kidnapped or something, and blah blah blah, at a carnival type circus thing. Yeah, again, similar situation as with Heartless. I'm just not sure if it interests me. But they are the 2. Please let me know which one it is that I've had longer. But they're the 2 that one of them will be the one I've had for the longest challenge if I get to it. I'm just not sure about either of them, so let me know which one I have had for the longest. because I don't know, and I know that one of you will know. Next up, we have the Owlcrate book that I'm actually most interested in reading. This is one that I had on my Goodreads TBR before I knew it was going to be an Owlcrate book, and that is The Glass Spare by Lauren DeStefano. This I'm really intrigued by. Also, it's got those, like, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called when the pages are all, like, rough and stuff. I can't remember exactly what this is about, but I seem to remember it being something about, like, a princess who, when she touches things, they turn to gemstones, and, you know, that being a dangerous thing to be able to do. Her touch turns people into gemstones, not things. People. So, you know, she's a weapon, and at anything a rich weapon, but she wants to explore, and her father, who is the king, wants to start a war, and stuff. Yeah, I don't want to know too much more about this, I just know that I want to read it. So this is one that I hope to actually read. We will see what happens, but I know for certain this isn't the oldest one, because I got this fairly recently, but I am wanting to read it. So if any of these four get read, I hope it will be this one. And then finally, the last unread Owlcrate book that I have, because as I said I only have 4, is Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLemore. The cover of this is really pretty. It's covered in flowers, it's really nice. Also, the naked cover is a beautiful colour. However, this again has the vibe of a book that I'm not sure if I want to read. There are so many birds outside my window right now. Where have they all come from? Sorry. From what I can remember, this is about, like, family of people that live in, like, a big manor house or something, and they all do gardening and flowers and everything's pretty and perfect and the way it is, and then suddenly, like, a weird guy just turns up out of nowhere and they have to work out, like, who he is and where he's from and what he wants and stuff. I don't know too much about it, but I think it's a romance between one of the girls and this boy. Like, the back is a love poem or something, but it's just not grabbing my attention. So I don't know. I suppose it's pretty bad that out of the 4 Owlcrate books I've got, only one of them really calls for me to read it. That's really quite bad. Let me know if I should be more excited for these 3, because I'm just not. But as the point of the Owlcrate-a-thon is to get through your Owlcrate books, and I do only have 4, which is good. The other ones I've read. Huzzah! Or I didn't get. However, I have actually read some other Owlcrate books that I wasn't subscribed for. So, yeah. For example, I've read Eliza and Her Monsters, and that was an Owlcrate one. And I've read The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, and that was an Owlcrate one. I can't think of any others. That's where I'm at. Let me know what I should do. But as I say, I want to try and participate and maybe read these. As I said already, let me know which one of these is the oldest, and maybe that will, like, encourage me to actually take the plunge and read that oldest one. And then, we're not being silly, I'm not going to read all 4, am I? As I said, I'm not taking this incredibly seriously, but I would like to, so yeah. This video's been a bit of a mess, hasn't it? I'm just kind of, like, making it up as I go. This read-a-thon starts tomorrow, and I would like to participate, so here we are! Let me know if you're participating in the Owlcrate-a-thon and what you're reading for it. What is your oldest and what is one you want to read and such and such and such. Also, I'm looking at this and realising, how can I read things of a different genre? Because aren't they all the same genre? These are all fantasy, I think. So I'm already set to fail. But anyway, yeah, that's that. I'm gonna leave it at that. If you have enjoyed this mess of a video, give us a thumbs up, chat to me down in the comments, let me know what you're reading for the Owlcrate-a-thon if you're participating, and such. If you aren't subscribed and fancy subscribing, I am always eternally grateful for that. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday and some odd days in between if I'm feeling generous, and I will see you next time. Bye!